नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I am JVN Dr.Anamika Ahirwar, Associate Professor in the Department of Science and Technology at Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to take the lecture on the topic commit protocols. What is commit protocols? These are used to ensure atomicity across sites, means a transaction which execute at multiple sites must be committed at all the sites. All about it at all the sites means commitment is what? Commit करना, उसको पता नहीं एक बार होना है तो होना है. That's why I'm saying here a transaction which execute at multiple sites must either be committed at all the sites. Okay, so this is not acceptable to have a transaction committed at one side and aborted to at another. So सभी के लिए either commit होगा या abort होगा, जो भी होगा सबके लिए होगा. So the two-phase commit, that is 2PC protocol, is widely used, and that if they are talking about the three-phase commit means 3PC, this protocol is more complicated and more expensive, but avoids some drawbacks of two-phase commit protocol, and this protocol is not used in practice. Now come to the two-phase commit protocol, that is 2PC. Assume fail stop model. Failed sites simply stop working and do not cause any other harm, such as sending incorrect messages to other sites. Second is the execution of the protocol is initiated by the coordinator after the last step of the transaction has been reached. Third, the protocol involves all the local sites at which the transaction executed. The next is the let T be a transaction initiated at site SI and let the transaction coordinator at SI be CI. So in the phase 1, first of all, obtaining a decision means coordinator asks all the participants to prepare to commit transactions TI, and CI adds the record, that is prepare T to the log and forces log to stable storage, and this sends prepare T messages to all sites at once, or you can say all sites at which T executed. So upon receiving messages, transaction manager at site determines if it can be commit the transaction, and if not, add a record less than no and T is greater than to the log and send about T message to CI. If transaction can committed, then what you have to do? Add the record ready T to the log and force all records for T to stable and send ready T message to CI. So for this, if not, then you have to mention in this basis NOT, and if transaction is committed, this is a case of abort and this is a case of committed, and if it's stable, then you send the ready T message to CI. Okay. When what comes in the phase 2? Phase 2 is the recording the decision. Means T can be committed of CI received a ready T message for all the participating sites. Otherwise, T must be aborted. Okay. So coordinator adds a decision record committed. Decision record commit T or abort T to the log and forces record onto stable storage. Once the record stable storage it is irrevocable, and you can say even if failure occurs, then the coordinator sends a message to each participant informing it to the decision commit or abort, and the participants take appropriate actions locally. Then the handling of failures, that is site failure. When site CI recovers, it examines its log to determine the fate of transactions active at the time of failure, and this login means if the committee, then the record site executes redo. Okay, if this contains abort, means the site executes undo. Okay, then the log contains ready, means site must consult CJ to determine the fate of T. So for this, if T committed and if T aborted, if committed you have to do redo, then if aborted then undo. So the log contains no control records concerning T, which means implies that SK failed before responding to the prepared T messages from CI, and SK must execute undo. Now come to the handling of failures, coordinator failure. If coordinator fails while the commit protocol for T is executing, then participating site must decide of T's fate. If an active site contains commit T, then record it in its log, then T must commit it. And if it is abort, then what you have to do, then T must be aborted. Okay, and if some active participating site does not contain a ready T, means record in its log, then the failed coordinator Ti cannot be decided to commit T. Means this can therefore abort T. Okay, and if more of the object cases holds, then all active sites must have ready T, and for this record of their logs, but no additional control records such as abort T of commit T. Okay, and in this case active sites must wait for CI to recover and find decisions. So there is a blocking problem, and what is that blocking problem? In this, active sites may have to wait for failed coordinator to recover, and this is the coordinator failure, and this is the network partition in the handling the of failures. If the coordinator and all its participants remain in one partitioning, the failure has no effect on the commit protocol. If the coordinator and its participants belong to several partitions, means sites that are not in the partition containing the coordinator think the coordinator has failed and execute the protocol to deal with failure of the coordinator. Right? So there is no harm results, but sites may still have to wait for a decision from coordinator. The coordinator and the sites are in the same position as the coordinator think that the site in the other partition have failed and follow the usual commit protocol. Again, no harm results. Okay, so this is the network partition. Thank you. This is all about today's session. This session powered by digital version 2.0, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.